In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 3 stocks. And for those who are more long-term in their investments, who are confused with what to do with their exponential profits they might have made through GME or AMC, this video is going to be getting you up to speed on what stocks you should be looking at by analyzing the
macro and micro trends of the ever-changing world economy, talking about subjects like quantitative easing and...
All right, in all seriousness, while I'm an econ major and love finance, this channel is all about helping people who might not necessarily have a passion but see the importance of finance. And my goal is to help you make the best and well-informed decision. So if you're interested in this type of content, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and don't forget the bell. Diamond hands, right? All right, before covering the top 3 stocks, I want to take a really quick second and talk about an article that was released by the MIT Technology Review back in 2020. Every year, MIT releases technological advances they believe will basically make the biggest differences in solving the world's most important problems. These are the types of technology the really smart people at MIT really think will change the world. And the reason I'm sharing this resource with you is because I believe the ability to kind of predict or see what direction society is moving forward, at least in terms of technology, helps make better informed decisions, not only for tomorrow, but hopefully the future as well. So reading through the top 10 real quick, we have anything from the unhackable internet, digital money, to even climate change attribution. From these top technological advances, I think the biggest changes coming forward are in personal privacy, clean energy, healthcare, and automation. I mean, for personal privacy has always been an issue before COVID, and with the increasing mix between technology and our everyday lives, I think it's definitely going to be an increasing issue in the future. And something interesting to consider is the effects of staying home so long. I mean, personally, I think social distancing only reinforces the idea of personal privacy. And I think after this pandemic and once vaccines start kind of kicking in, this will really be something people place more of an importance on. And not to say it wasn't important already before the pandemic happened. Personal privacy started gaining the attention of many people, and it was actually a serious concern on how privacy breaches happen, how information is being sold. And I think it will only become more relevant and more important that we protect our privacy. The next trend is clean energy. Obviously, with President Biden in the office, I think clean energy will be very important in the next couple of years. And also, man, like the weather changes. I love snowboarding and the snow is going away. So I think that serves as a kind of harsh reality check. Now that we covered kind of the general trends moving forward, I want to talk about the top 3 stocks that I think are definitely worth giving your attention to. And first stock on the list is Okta, stock ticker symbol OKTA. It's kind of cool how the stock ticker symbol is the same as the stock company. So just looking at the quick ratios, this stock has usually been trading around 260 to 270 this whole week, with a 52-week range, I can't talk today, of around $90 to $290. Just looking at the 3-year chart, we can see how it originally started off at $23.51 and has shot up to the current price of $276. The market cap is currently $35.77 billion, so it is a large cap stock, and the beta being 0.98. I guess you could say it's a relatively stable stock and not as volatile as stocks like Tesla. But I mean, just looking at the 3-year increase from 24 to 276, just in the past 3 years has increased by over 500%. And hopefully that caught your attention because I'm about to explain right now what Okta actually does. So Okta is an identity management service built for cloud. It basically provides cloud software that helps companies manage and secure user authentication into applications and helps developers build identity controls into these application, website, web services, and devices. Some of their notable services include a single sign-on service that allows users to log into a variety of systems using one centralized process. So think about it like this. Essentially, the business model focuses on employees accessing a large and growing number of business software applications who might have trouble remembering all their login and password information. Personally, I know I can never remember any of my passwords. And I mean, with every app trying to add its own twist on security and like requiring you to change your password every 6 months, I think it's just made it worse and more people are taking shortcuts. Sometimes I'm guilty of this too, just using the same password across all my accounts. This could actually end up being a really serious threat, compromising credentials and giving unauthorized access to hackers. Basically, kind of their business philosophy is that security increases with the ease of access to maintain that security. And currently, Okta is on track to earn $1 billion in revenue. And some notable competitors for Okta go anywhere from companies like Microsoft and smaller, less well-known companies like Ping Identity. And I believe identity management and privacy will really become more of an issue. So stocks like Okta, who have a track history of having long and sustained, very fast exponential growth, has a promising future for long-term growth as well. The second stock on this list is another tech stock, and that's going to be NVIDIA. Stock ticker symbol NVDA. This has been trading around 530 to 540 this week with a 52-week range of 180.68 cents to $590, a market cap of 335 billion. Clearly a large cap stock with a beta of 1.45, so a little more risky or volatile than the previous stock we talked about, Okta, and a PE ratio of 88.65, which is relatively high comparing it to the S&P 500, which has a PE ratio of 30, but we're going to go more into depth after I talk about kind of the company's internal structure. So NVIDIA is led by Jason Huang, who is a company CEO, but also the co-founder. It is currently leading the market in terms of graphic processing space and outperforming competitors, well-known competitors, Intel and AMD. And just last year, the company announced its plan to acquire ARM Holdings from SoftBank for $40 million, which would just make it more of a juggernaut in the graphic industry. And I think another catalyst to look forward to with this stock is the possible incorporation of NVIDIA chips with the Verizon data processing centers for 5G. And as we all know, 5G has a huge potential market right now looking forward in the next 5 years. Aside from these upcoming catalysts, one of the things that I think separates NVIDIA from all these other companies is their excellent leadership and vision. Their CEO, Jason Huang, on Glassdoor has been rated with an approval rating of 99%, and their company scores an approval of 4.8 out of 5. Glassdoor is basically a platform where employees can come and give their, reviews on the company. Although this probably isn't the best way to get a realistic or accurate picture, as outsiders or people who are trying to look internally into the company, I think it only gives good signals that this stock is a 4.8 out of 5, and their CEO, Jason Huang, has an approval rating of 99%. But now let's address the PE ratio of 88. Basically, what a PE ratio is a price to earnings ratio. And the higher the ratio is, it means the price is trading at a higher premium than what they are actually earning. And this is very common for high growth stocks. So stocks like Tesla, they have a PE ratio, I think at the moment, over 800. And in general, overvalued stocks with high PEs have a stigma attached to them as being risky because they are considered to be overvalued. But I guess what I would ask you is, premium businesses should trade at premium prices, right? Why would a great company with solid growth and excellent financials trade at low valuation? And I ask this because rather than being scared and immediately turned away from an investment because of their high PE ratio, I think it's better to ask what justifies the valuation. And for NVIDIA, I think the one factor it has is its accelerating growth. Analysts expect 44.5% revenue growth this year, pushing their revenue expectations to $15.8 billion. And just as of 2020, that valuation was at $10.8 billion. So sure, there are high expectations, but I think NVIDIA has more than enough potential to hit this. And lucky for you and me, the stock has been cooling off for a bit. Since November, it's been trading around $500 and hasn't really popped since. And you know, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna call it. I think it's due for a pop very soon. And I think it's a great time to load up on the stock because, you know, don't get left out. Diamond hands. The last best stock is actually a ETF actively traded by ARK Invest under the leadership of Cathie Woods. The ETF AKRG, that's the stock ticker symbol, invest in medical technology and breakthroughs. And actually the title of the ETF is ARK Genomic Revolution ETF. If that does not sound revolutionary, I don't know what does. Basically, this ETF invests in medical technologies and breakthroughs, focusing on the technology of CRISPR, target therapeutics, stem cells, and to be honest, I don't know what the hell that means. I was an econ major, and I'm not going to BS with you. I have no idea what stem cells are or what CRISPR is. But what I do know is that biotech and improving the quality of life through medical breakthroughs is something that is becoming more and more important. I mean, look at the amount of outbreaks we've had in the past 10 years from SARS, Ebola, and now COVID. And while I do see so much value in biomedical stocks or biotech stocks, I think stocks like these are even harder than tech stocks to really analyze. Not many people actually know the science behind stocks like this. I think that's why a lot of people have a hard time investing in biotech stocks, because first, it's hard to be a long-term investor in a company that you don't really know the science behind. Also, another reason why biotech stocks are pretty hard to keep a long-term investment is their volatility. I mean, you could be like right on it. It looks like all the experiments and trials are going well, but it fails FDA approval, and that could just destroy a biotech company. And all these new and emerging biotech stocks with these companies, if they aren't able to pass a trial or get approval, that just pushes their stock prices so far down. And when it does go down, it's hard as an investor to just keep buying, because at least I'm speaking from my side, it's hard to understand the technology or the science behind it. While you really do believe that biotech might be so important moving forward, it's hard when you're investing in specific companies. That's why I would highly recommend investing in this ETF, because with this ETF, you're investing more in the industry sector, and that diversifies your risk. It doesn't eliminate your risk. It mitigates the risk that you would otherwise be exposed to by investing in single stocks. Even though you're not picking the winning stock, I think you're picking the winning sector or industry. So that in itself is a win, right? That's all I got for today's video. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments below what your favorite stock is at the moment right now, or what you think is the best out of the top 3 stocks I covered. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, these videos take a lot of work. So if you guys could just let me know in the comments if you do appreciate it, or always drop that blue like button, I will appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.